Hello everyone, I'm Akanksha Mishra and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about something that has quietly become the core of ISO 14001. But many people still don't fully understand it. Environmental risk. When people hear the word risk, they usually think of accidents or legal penalties. But in the new direction of ISO 14001, environmental risk means something much bigger. It means understanding what can go wrong, what can change, and how environmental issues can affect both the planet and the organization. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand why environmental risk is no longer a side topic, but the heart of modern environmental management systems. Now, understanding environmental risk. Environmental risk is simply the possibility that an organization's activities, products, or services may cause harm to the environment, or that environmental conditions may negatively affect the organization. This includes pollution, climate impacts, resource shortages, legal changes, and reputational damage. ISO 14001 treats environmental risk as something that must be identified, evaluated, and controlled, not ignored or reacted to later. Now let's discuss why risk thinking was introduced in ISO 14001. Earlier versions of ISO 14001 focused mainly on environmental aspects and legal compliance. While this was useful, it often failed to capture future threats or changing conditions. Organizations reacted after problems occurred. The newer approach recognizes that environmental challenges are dynamic. Climate change, regulatory pressure, and stakeholder expectations evolve continuously. Risk-based thinking helps organizations move from reaction to prevention. Now the shift from aspects to risk-based planning. Environmental aspects remain important, but ISO 14001 now connects them directly to risk. This means organizations must evaluate not only what they do, but also what could happen because of what they do. Risk-based planning ensures that significant environmental issues are prioritized based on impact and likelihood, not just historical data. Now, climate change as a major environmental risk. Climate change has emerged as one of the most critical environmental risks. Extreme weather events, rising temperatures, water scarcity, and energy instability directly affect operations and supply chains. ISO 14001 encourages organizations to recognize climate-related risk and integrate them into environmental planning. This makes the EMS relevant to real-world challenges rather than theoretical compliance. Now, legal and regulatory risk. Environmental laws are becoming stricter worldwide. Non-compliance can lead to penalties, shutdowns, and reputational loss. ISO 14001 treats legal requirements as risk controls, not just obligations. By identifying regulatory risk early, organizations can adapt proactively rather than struggle under sudden legal changes. Now, operational risk and process failures. Environmental risk also exists within daily operations. Equipment failures, improper handling of chemicals, waste mismanagement, and uncontrolled emissions can cause environmental damage. ISO 14001 requires organizations to identify these risks and implement operational controls. This reduces the likelihood of incidents and ensures consistent environmental performance. Now, supply chain and life cycle risk. Modern ISO 14001 thinking goes beyond organizational boundaries. Environmental risk can exist in supply chains, logistics, product use, and disposal. Life cycle thinking helps organizations understand where environmental risks occur outside their direct control. Managing these risks strengthens sustainability and stakeholder trust. Now, risk to the organization from environmental issues. Environmental risk is not only about damage to nature. It is also about how environmental issues affect the organization itself. resource shortages, climate disruptions, legal actions, and reputational harm can threaten business continuity. ISO 14001 recognizes that protecting the environment and protecting the organization are deeply connected. Now, opportunities within environmental risk. ISO 14001 balances risk with opportunity. When organizations analyze environmental risk, they also discover opportunities for efficiency, innovation, and improvement. Reducing energy use, minimizing waste, and redesigning processes not only reduce risk but also create business value. Risk-based thinking encourages smarter environmental decisions. Now, planning actions to address risk and opportunities. Once risk and opportunities are identified, ISO 14001 requires organizations to plan actions. These actions must be integrated into the environmental management system and daily operations. Planning ensures that risk management is systematic rather than reactive. This structured approach is central to modern ISO 14001. Role of leadership in managing environmental risk. Leadership plays a critical role in environmental risk management. Top management must ensure that risks are understood, prioritized, and addressed. Environmental risk is now a strategic issue, not a technical one. When leaders are engaged, risk management becomes part of organizational culture. Now, competence and awareness for risk control. Employees play a key role in managing environmental risk. ISO 14001 emphasizes competence and awareness so that people understand environmental risk related to their work. When employees know the consequences of their actions, they act more responsibly and prevent incidents before they occur. Monitoring and measurement of environmental risk. Risk management does not end with planning. ISO 14001 requires ongoing monitoring and measurement of environmental performance. Data helps organizations understand whether risk controls are effective. Trends reveal emerging risk and improvement opportunities. Now, internal audit and risk evaluation. Internal audits now evaluate how well environmental risks are being managed. Auditors assess whether risk identification is realistic, controls are effective, and improvements are made. This strengthens the EMS and supports continual improvement. Now, management review and strategic risk decisions. Management review provides a platform to evaluate environmental risk at the strategic level. Leaders review performance data, risk, and opportunities to make informed decisions. This ensures that environmental risk management supports long-term sustainability goals. Continual improvement through risk learning. ISO 14001 encourages organizations to learn from environmental incidents, near misses, and performance trends. Continuous learning helps organizations improve risk controls and build resilience. Risk management becomes an ongoing process, not a one-time exercise. Environmental risk and ESG expectations. Environmental risk management under ISO 14001 directly supports ESG and sustainability reporting. Investors and stakeholders expect organizations to identify and manage environmental risk transparently. ISO 14001 provides a structured framework to meet these expectations. Now, have a look on the future of ISO 14001, risk-centric environmental management. The future direction of ISO 14001 clearly places environmental risk at the center of the EMS. Climate adaptation, resource efficiency, and resilience will define environmental management success. Organizations that ignore risk will struggle, while those that manage it effectively will thrive. So let me leave you with this thought. Environmental risk is no longer a technical detail hidden in procedures. It is a strategic reality that affects the environment, society, and business survival. ISO 14001 recognizes this reality and places environmental risk at its core, not to create fear, but to encourage responsibility, preparedness, and improvement. If you found this explanation useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Akanksha Mishra, and I will see you in the next video where we continue to simplify ISO standards and sustainability concepts for everyone. Thank you for watching.